Hey everyone, this is Spartacus321, and it's time for some Marvel, baby. Let's go. Hey guys, this is Spartacus321. You know, that one guy that used to mainly post Guitar Hero and Rock Band videos, but for whatever reason posts Mario Kart videos now. Thanks for watching my video. This is a little project I'm trying to start. This has been the main game I've been playing recently, and I figured that I want to record a couple of matches, commentate over them, see what the response was, if any response at all, and just it's a new idea for a video, you know? I figured that this is something I'm passionate about right now. I'm not playing much else besides Marvel, and we'll just see where we can go from here. Anyway, this video will mainly be introductions, let those that aren't acquainted with me know what's up, and then also give a little insight on what's coming up in the future. So a little bit about me. As far as my fighting game background goes, the main game I used to play all the time was Marvel 2. But I was never one of those elite people that would always play Magneto Storm Sentinel or something like that. I was just a casual player. I would be in the lab all day when I had that game, literally. My main team was always Guile, Gambit, and War Machine. I just loved playing Guile in that game. He was so fun to use, and you can combo off a lot of his stuff really easily. But I would be in the lab all day, just fighting the CPU on really hard and see how they would react. But the problem with that was I never really had any kind of real life player experience. It was mainly just fighting the computer. So my skill, I thought I was good, but then I bought the remake for Xbox 360 and I got owned hardcore. I'm still okay at the game, I just don't have enough practice with it anymore. It's a completely different game than Marvel 3 is now. But other than that, I played a lot of Street Fighter. I played some Street Fighter 3, but nothing too much. I played Street Fighter 4 a lot. Vanilla, I played up until I got the achievement for playing 500 matches online, and then after that I was just done. Super Street Fighter 4 came out, and I rented it, but I didn't really like it that much. AE came out, and I really liked it, but I didn't get too serious about it. I was always a music gamer. You guys should know that if you've been to my channel before. I always was playing Guitar Hero, Rock Band, Amplitude, DDR, whatever. Because my life is basically music, so. But fighting games are always a second thing for me. It was always just something else to play as opposed to Call of Duty, which everyone plays, you know. It was always really fun. I like the thought that goes into using your characters against your opponent's characters and see which one comes up the victor. And it's different with this game, I feel, because since it's mainly, well, it's not mainly an online game, but I mainly play it as an online game. You come across a lot of people that are using the same characters all the time, an example, Wesker, Virgil, Dante, Team Trenchcoat as people like to call them. There's just so many of them online that just disgusts me at this point. It's fun to play online at some points, especially since the lag is really not a problem at all, at least not as much as it was in Marvel 3 Vanilla. But so many people online just use the same characters, and it's starting to get boring for me. I know that it was a much bigger problem in Marvel 2 since literally everyone had Sentinel on their team, or Magneto or something. But it's starting to become everyone uses Wesker, and it's because it works. I remember the first tournament for Ultimate Marvel vs. Capcom 3, in the first major tournament, in the top 8, 7 out of the 8 people were using Wesker on their team. Which I think is just stupid, because I feel there's so many good characters in this game that you can do really well with anyone, honestly. And and I remember hearing this from a member of Cross Counter called Z. He said it in one of his videos that he's kind of at the point in his Street Fighter career where he doesn't really care as much about winning, but he cares more about whether or not the other person can impress him. Now, granted, I'm nowhere near as good as Z is, and I haven't played as much fighting games as Z has, but I have to agree. I feel I don't really care about winning as much anymore. I'm kind of in the point in my life where I'm not that competitive with games, which is bad for fighting games, but moving on. I'm more worried about whether or not you can impress me with a really crazy combo, or a really good read, or something similar to that. Because honestly, wins, unless you're a serious player that plays in tournaments, wins don't matter that much. unless it's like your E pianist or something. Like if it makes you feel better that you have like a good KD or something. Like your win-loss record in Marvel Online, it does matter a little bit, but it doesn't matter like in the big scheme of things, it doesn't matter much at all. Like I care more about like how well you can play the game of Marvel. Like how can you like outthink me and like outbeat me with your choice of moves with your certain characters, which is hard to. It's hard to be like that because there's a lot of people that play online now that really aren't that good. It's more so because like they're doing stuff that works, but it's not stuff that's impressive. Oh, right here, I hate this part right here. Because I thought I was going to try to save meter for a level 3 and not kill him, but then he ended up catching me on my S and killing me, which is horrible. I cried a little bit inside after that, but anyway, moving on. It's hard to find someone to impress me online right now anymore because like most of the people that are really good are either like not in the same like I guess rank as I am. I mainly play same rank and same region, or B, like, a lot of the good players are now playing Street Fighter again to get back into to get ready for Street Fighter Cross Tekken, which granted I am going to be playing as well, but I'm having a lot more fun with Marvel right now than I would with Street Fighter anyway. And let alone Skullgirls comes out hopefully soon, so I'm pretty hyped for that. There's just a lot of other games that I'm going to be playing right now as opposed to playing Street Fighter again and just like get ready for it, because from what I've heard, especially from Cross Assault, it seems like a completely different game than Street Fighter. I mean, everyone thought that the Tekken characters wouldn't do like nearly as well against the Street Fighter characters because they don't have any projectiles, meanwhile the Street Fighter characters do. But at the same time, from what I've seen, it looks like the Tekken characters are a lot more powerful than the Street Fighter characters are. So we're just gonna have to wait and see what happens, huh? I'm hyped for it to come out. If I could, I would get it right as it comes out, but I don't have that much money right now, so we'll just have to wait and see what happens. But anyway, so I was mainly a music gamer, and I played Street Fighter 4 or whatever, but then Marvel 3 came out, and I really liked Marvel 3, but I didn't know what the fuck, like, at the beginning. I would just play, like, random characters, and eventually I thought of my first team, which was actually, Dante, X-23, and Wolverine. And I didn't know that Wolverine was, like, one of the most brokenly good characters in Marvel 3 Vanilla, but I just liked him because he was fun to use. And then X-23 I thought was really good as well, but Dante was just fun. But I would get blown up online, as everyone gets when they first start playing the game. But then I finally realized that I liked playing Taskmaster, and I went through the trials to see like which characters I would like using, and Taskmaster really interested me. So for the longest time on Marvel 3 Vanilla, my team was Taskmaster, Wolverine, Sentinel, and then for a time I picked up Storm, and I actually really liked using Storm because of her like air dash loops and such. Like her combos are really fun to use. So I would try using a Taskmaster Storm Sentinel, but mainly my Storm is kind of like an annoying fly, you know what I mean? Like just flying around trying to get a random hit, and then just you gotta swat me down to like hit me or something. But she was fun to use. It's really hard to use her on pad, I feel, although a lot of like high level players do. That's just not something I can do. So I would mainly use that team for a while, but then I realized how scrubby Sentinel was. So in the last leg of Marvel 3 Vanilla's life, I used Taskmaster, Storm, and Akuma. But then Ultimate came out, and of course I was using my original team like everyone else was. But then I realized that Frank is actually really fun to play as well. So my main team on Marvel right now, you've probably seen in the video from a couple of the games that I played, is Frank, Taskmaster, and Hawkeye. Because Hawkeye is an insane zoner in this game. Like, I could go on and on and on about how this game favors zone characters a lot more, but people that play this game before can, like, basically tell that this game is... Ultimate Marvel vs. Capcom 3 is mainly for zoners and for Wesker. I mean, the sad thing is that's probably completely true. But anyway, I really like using Frank West. His slide move is probably one of the best in the game. It rivals with She-Hulk's slide back in Vanilla Marvel. And then his other moves are really good as well. Granted, he's not as powerful as, say, like a Wolverine or a Spencer or something, but he can get it in pretty well. And I use Frank differently because I usually put Frank on point, I've seen a lot of videos of people that put characters before Frank West and then bring him in with a team aerial super and then let's just level him up really quickly. But I don't know, like a lot of the combos I like to use with Frank West really require that you have him at level 1 or 2. Because once you get him to level 3, he gets the upped normal moves, and with those moves, his combos can't last as long. And he does plenty of damage on his own. Like, granted, the upped normals, like, once you get to level 4, he's ridiculous. But I don't get him to level 4 that often online because I usually have him on point, so... But I've done it a couple of times, and I think I do it like once or twice in this video, actually. But there's a couple of times that I will do it, and it always feels good when I do it, you know? And then with Hawkeye, there's always the factor of his gimlet. You can just like put in the input whenever you want, probably catch him whipping some kind of move, then X Factor do it again, and it just kills him. It's really, really cool stuff. But admittedly, I have to say that I'm really not that good at this game. I'm more so a student of the game than I am like a combo person. Like, I know a couple of combos here and there that I'll use frequently, but more so I watch a lot of Marvel online. Like, I watch a lot of Marvel videos, I watch tournaments, I watch streams, like yada yada yada. So I've leveled up my mind when it comes to Marvel a lot more than I leveled up my game. So like, you won't see me doing a lot of crazy combos here and there, but like I know like I basically know the best moves you should use in certain situations. I know like good matchups, I know like what's safe and what's unsafe for a lot of characters. But I can't say this is like a game I would take 100% seriously. Only because it's so random, anyone can win at any time. And also like, I do have friends that I play with in real life here and there, but it's either A, I school them like all the time. There's actually one friend of mine that my total record on him is 351. We've played about 350 matches, but 351 matches randomly, and he's only beat me legitimately on one of them. So either my friends really aren't that good, or I have some friends that'll always kick my ass, which you don't learn much from getting your ass like beat online either. So you just have to find like a medium between the two. Luckily, I do have one real life friend that I run sets with here and there, and he's really good as well. But it's better to like fight someone around your level of skill if you want to get better at this game, you know? But with that being said, this is the end of this video, and hopefully there'll be more coming up in the future. I want to wait and see what you guys think of this. So just leave a comment, leave a like, subscribe, whatever you wish, and then I'll probably post another one sometime next week. Alright guys, this has been Spartacus321, and I'll see y'all later.